Hi students, welcome back to my channel Education. Today we are going to learn the second chapter of Accountancy for class 11, that is journal entry. Before we go for journal entry, we will discuss a little on double entry system. According to this system, every transaction affects at least two accounts. One account is receiving a benefit and the other account is losing something. The account receiving a benefit is debited and the account who gives something to the business is credited. Take for example, purchase machinery for cash rupees 25,000. In this transaction, machinery is coming into the business, so machinery is debited. And cash is going out of the business, so cash is credited. There are three golden rules of journalization. That is, one for the personal account relating to any person, debit the receiver, credit the giver. For example, paid rupees 10,000 to Gopal. Gopal is the receiver here. So Gopal account is debit 10,000 to cash account 10,000. You have to put a narration being cash paid to Gopal. Again, received rupees 5,000 from Ram. So Ram is the giver here. So cash account is debit to Ram account 5,000. Being cash received from Ram. Now for the real account. In real account, which means in case of all assets like cash, bank, furniture, machinery, etc., debit what comes in and credit what goes out. For example, purchase furniture for rupees 10,000. Furniture is coming into the business. So furniture account is debited by rupees 10,000 and cash is going out of the business. So cash is credited 10,000. Narration being the furniture purchase for cash rupees 10,000. Now the rule number 3, that is for nominal account. For nominal account, that is for all expenditure or for all income, debit all expenses and credit all income. For example, rent paid rupees 2,000. Rent is an expense of the organization, so rent is debited to cash. 2,000, being the rent paid in cash. Again, commission received rupees 3,000. Commission is the income to the organization, so commission received is debited to cash. Let us now take few transactions for making journal entry. Record the following transaction in the journal of Akash Brothers. These are the transactions of 2018 in the month of January. I will go each transaction and I will tell you the individual journal against that transaction. This is the journal book. The format is on the left side there is a column, date column, and this wider column, that is the particulars, where I'll put the journal entry. Then ledger folio. It is the folio when the posting will be done in the ledger folio. The page number is mentioned here. The ledger posting I will take up in the next class. Then the next column is the debit amount column, and the next column is the credit amount column. Now come to the transaction. First transaction. January 1 started business with cash rupees 50,000. By this, cash being real asset coming into the business, and capital is generated by the same amount. So cash account is debit to capital. We have to put a narration for this. Being introduced cash to start business. 50,000, 50,000. Now the next transaction. January 2 purchase goods on cash rupees 20,000. See the journal entry. January 2 purchase account debit, because we are making purchase, so purchase account is debit and cash is going out, so cash account to cash account 20,000, 20,000. Narration given, being purchased goods on cash. The next transaction on January 5, purchase goods from Bikash. See here, when the name has been mentioned and it is not said whether it is on cash or credit, then you have to assume that it is a credit transaction. So purchase goods from Bikash is a credit transaction. Now come here, purchase account is debit. From whom we have purchased the goods? From Bikash. So purchase account is debit to Bikash account, 25,000, 25,000. Being purchased goods on credit from Bikash. Now the next transaction on January 7. Purchased furniture on credit from Modern Furniture, rupees 10,000. See the journal entry. Purchase furniture means furniture being an asset coming to the business, and we are purchasing this furniture on credit. So that is a personal account. So that is the person, in case of personal account, the person who is giving the credit is credited. So furniture account is debit to Modern Furniture account, rupees 10,000, 10,000. Being furniture purchased from Modern Furniture on credit. Now see the next transaction on January 10. Sold goods on check and check deposited into bank on the same day, rupees 40,000. So for this January 10, the journal entry is, since the check has been deposited on the same day, will debit bank account because the amount is deposited into the bank. So bank is increasing. So bank account is debit to sales account. 40,000, 40,000. Being the sold goods on cash. You know, in this case, if the check was not deposited on the same day, then the journal entry will be checks in hand account debit to sales account. But since the check has been deposited on the same day into the bank, so bank account is debit to sales account. 40,000, 40,000. Now see the next transaction. January 12. Sold goods on credit to Mohim, rupees 50,000. On January 12, so Mohim is receiving the benefit. So Mohim account is debit to sales account. Being sold goods to Mohim on credit 50,000, 50,000. Now come to next transaction, that is January 14. Paid to Bikash in full and received 2% cash discount. See here. So Bikash, being a personal account, receiving the payment. So Bikash, according to the golden rule of personal account, Bikash account is debit, cash is going out, so cash is credit. But you are not making the full payment of 25,000. You are getting one discount of 2%. So that amount is 500. So Bikash account is debit 25,000 because that is the final payment against his dues of 25,000. But you are paying after deducting discount, cash discount, that is 500. So you are paying 24,500. So cash you are giving 24,500, discount received 500, and the dues was on Bikash account was 25,000. So Bikash account is debit 25,000, to cash account 24,500, to discount received account 500. The narration being paid to Bikash against his dues and got 2% cash discount. Now come to next transaction, January 18. Received cash from Mohim in full settlement after giving 2% cash discount. So what is the dues of Mohim? The dues of Mohim is 50,000. So, but you are giving a 2% discount. So on 50,000, 2% discount is coming 1,000. So discount you are allowing is 1,000. So from 50,000, 1,000 less, that is 49,000 you are getting from him. So cash is coming, cash is debited 49,000. Discount allowed is debit 1,000. To Mohim account is 50,000. Being cash received from Mohim and discount allowed. Now see our next transaction, January 20. Paid to Modern Furniture by check rupees 10,000. Now come here. There was a due to Modern Furniture for purchase of furniture at 10,000, which we have seen in our earlier transaction. Now you are making payment to Modern Furniture by a check. So who is getting the check? Modern Furniture is getting the payment. So Modern Furniture account is debit and you are giving by check. So to bank account 10,000, 10,000. Being paid to Modern Furniture by check. The next transaction, that is on January 22. Paid rent in cash 2,000. See here, rent is a nominal account. Rent is an expenditure. I have told you that in the golden rule, nominal account for all expenses is debit. So rent account is debit. Cash is going out to cash account 2,000, 2,000. Narration, being rent paid in cash. Now the next transaction, January 23, received dividend by cash rupees 5,000. Now see, according to the golden rule, in case of nominal account, dividend is received. So anything received, any income received is credited and cash is coming into the business. So cash account is debit, to dividend received 5,000, 5,000, being dividend received in cash. the narration. Now go to transaction number 25. Withdraw cash from bank for office use. So withdrawn cash from bank has affected two accounts. One is cash and the second is bank. So cash is coming to the business and your bank balance is going to reduce by that amount. So cash is coming, cash is debited. Since bank account is decreasing, so credit is bank account. 10,000, 10,000. Being cash withdrawn from bank for office use. Now see the last transaction. January 27. Withdraw cash from bank for personal use, rupees 5,000. So amount withdrawn for personal use is not for the business purpose. So that is for the personal purpose of the owner. So that will be treated as a drawing. And drawing account will decrease the capital of the owner. So drawing account is debit and cash withdrawn from the bank. So credit is the bank. 5,000, 5,000. Being cash withdrawn for personal use. Now you have to give a total of the debit column and the credit column to see whether your journal entry will match both the side. So the total here is 3,02,000 and 3,02,000. I hope you students have learned the basics of journal entry. If you like my channel, today's video, please click on the like icon and subscribe my channel. I will also request to click on the bell icon so that whenever I will upload my new video, you will get a notification. And if you have any comment, if you have any doubt, you are free to give your comment and I will reply against each comment. Thank you for watching my channel.